My NEET journey was never a straight road. It was messy, uncertain, and full of moments where I almost believed I wasn't enough. Back in school, I was never the bright student. I wasn't the one teacher expected miracles from, and studying never came naturally to me. Still, I tried and appeared for AMU Entrance Exams in 6th, then again in 9th, and later in 11th. Each time, I failed to crack them. Eventually, I took admission through self finance in 11th. I joined coaching, but everywhere I went, I was reminded again and again that I was a self finance student, as if that label defined my intelligence, as if it decided my future. People made me believe that self finance students shouldn't even dream of NEET, that if someone couldn't clear even the 11th entrance, they would never clear NEET. But somewhere deep inside me, I refused to accept that mindset. I never believed that failure meant the end. Then came class 11th, and the syllabus felt too enough, too overwhelming, and I barely studied. I was even scared of failing my board exams. I still remember that fear, but by Allah's mercy and honestly because of COVID, I passed. Then came my first NEET attempt. I wasn't prepared for it, but appeared for it and scored 346 marks. For a first attempt, those marks didn't feel terrible to me. They gave me hope. I felt maybe I can do this. Maybe I really can crack this exam. But the truth was harsh. My concepts were weak. Physics exposed me completely. 7 marks out of 180 in NEET 2021. That number reflected everything I lacked, but also everything I needed to fix. I decided to take a drop year. I didn't take admission anywhere else. I even appeared for BSc entrance exams, including AMU, but didn't get selected. So I gave everything to NEET. That 1 year changed me. I joined coaching, worked on my concepts, and studied like my life depended on it. I would sit with my books all day. I worked harder than I ever thought I could. Honestly, harder than my own limits. And then came my second attempt, 570 marks, which was a massive jump, a proof of my effort. But still there was no selection. So I took admission in BDS, and that's where the next chapter of my journey begins. Taking admission in BDS was never my dream. It was my backup plan, something to hold on in case everything else failed. A safety net, not a destination. Deep inside, my heart still whispered only one word: MBBS. Even after joining BDS, my focus never shifted. I didn't attend classes seriously, not because I was careless, but because I was scared. Scared that if I committed myself to BDS, I would slowly let go of the dream I had fought for so long. My family pressurized me to attend BDS classes regularly. They wanted security for me. I understood their concern, but I also knew myself. If I divided my focus, I would lose everything. So I did something risky. I went to college, but instead of classes, I sat in library. Sometimes in my college library, sometimes in Maulana Azad library, quietly preparing for NEET again. I lived in silence, half truth and guilt. My attendance fell. Parents pressurized to attend the classes regularly, but this time I finally said it loud. I'm not going for the classes. My focus is NEET. I have come this far, inshallah, I will make it. And somewhere I truly believed it, but belief slowly turned into overconfidence, the most dangerous enemy. I thought I only needed 30 to 40 more marks. My selection was just one final push away. So I relaxed, I delayed, I wasted time I could never get back. I told myself I'll study seriously in the last 2 or 3 months, but those months slipped through my fingers. Then life hit me harder. In March, my father fell seriously ill. He undergone a heart surgery in Delhi. At that time, books were closed, my mind was nowhere near neat. By April, only 1 month remained. 1 month to fix what I had neglected for an entire year. I tried, I studied whatever I could, but not the way I should have. Then came NEET 2023 and the results shattered me. 576 marks. Only 6 marks more than my previous attempt. My rank fell from 36,000 to 44,000. That broke something inside me. I wasn't just disappointed, I was drowning in regret. I kept asking myself, why did I waste a year when I was so close? I had BDS in my hands, but my heart rejected it. I didn't want that life. I never did. My family told me gently, "You have lost 2 years, continue BDS now." I tried, I really tried. I attended classes, but my mind was never there. Inside me, it was always MBBS. And then everything changed. I joined Krista Institute, and for the first time in years, I felt seen. The teachers didn't label me, they didn't doubt me. They believed in me when my marks dipped. Sir used to say, "Beta, if not you, then who?" I was given a quiet place to study. I studied, my parents saw it, my teachers saw it. I left home early, stayed in the library all day, came back for lunch, and returned again. Mocks went up and down, but my effort never stopped. Then came NEET day. Fear was in the air, and in that fear, I made the biggest mistake of my life. I filled my roll number wrong on the OMR sheet. Not the answers, not the bubbles, but my identity. I froze. My hands shook. My mind went blank. I begged for another OMR, but they refused. The paper started, and all I could think was, what if my sheet is never checked? What if 3 years of struggle end like this? I cried inside the exam hall, but then I told myself something that saved me. What's done is done, now do what's in your control. I gathered myself, I picked up physics, which was my comfort zone. I got the first question wrong, and which was a basic one, because fear was still louder than logic. But then something shifted. I kept going, question after question. Fear slowly turned into focus. Biology felt smooth. Chemistry also felt smooth. Physics remained tough, but I fought. When time ran out, I knew one thing clearly: I didn't give up. Outside the exam hall, I broke down. I couldn't even tell my father what had happened. People assume a paper went bad, but deep inside, I knew the truth. Mistakes like mine happen. Thousands of OMRs are corrected manually every year. For the first time in hours, I was in relief. I calculated my score and it was 662, later corrected to 657, and that was enough for a government MBBS seat. Without any category, without shortcuts. When the results came, my family was happy, my teachers were proud, and I finally forgave myself because this success wasn't just 1 year's effort. It was built from every failure since 11th class. Every tear, every doubt, every night I thought of quitting, and today, standing where I am, I know one thing for sure: nothing was wasted, everything was worth it.